Anyhow, dooby doo. So, everybody, sorry about all the weird jump cuts in the previous video. As I said before, I accidentally hit the pause button several times. I'm just going to leave it. If you saw it, you saw that I left it. So, let's go ahead and just beat this now. And I'll share my thoughts later.
Cuphead, Mudman, and Chalice Melody.
This match will get red hot. Now go! Good day for a well back. And begin! Good day for a well back. Here goes. This match will get red hot. Here goes. Good day for a well back. Eight round. Good day for a well back. Now go. Good day for a well back. Here goes. This match will get red hot. Here goes. A great slam and then some. Now go. A great slam and then some. Now go. This match will get red hot. It's on. A brawl is surely brewing. You're up. Here's a real high-class bout. You're up. This match
Man,
will
I
get
can't figure out why I'm failing.
now go.
Oh, I figured it out. I had a case of the bads.
Here's
Damn.
a real high-class bout. Now go.
Damn. So close. But I'm going to keep pausing till I get up to this point. God fucking damn it! I jumped and it gives me this little flaccid jump where he just walks off the motherfucking platform. I can't fucking believe it. I was so close and I wind up taking one goddamn hit. Son of a bitch. I just fell right off. Hey, alright. Let me read the ending here. The brothers had triumphed over the demon, forcing him to finally give up. "We shall accept your surrender, devil," Cuphead laughed. "But we're not done yet." And with that, Cuphead and Mugman destroyed all of the soul contracts, releasing Inkwell Isle's residents from eternal servitude to the devil. "Golly, I can't wait to tell everybody," Cuphead said. The boys set off for home at top speed. Come on, last one, there's a leaky cup," Mugman teased as they ran. Once home, the brothers gathered together. "You're all free of the devil's debt," Cuphead announced. "And that fiend won't bother us again," Mugman added. Elder Kettle was literally brimming with pride as everyone began to cheer. "Let's hear it for Cuphead and Mugman! Hip hip hurrah! Hip hip hurrah!" As an all-day celebration began, the brothers promised to never wander into trouble again. And they did it. Until next time, of course. But that is another story. I'm going to go ahead and let the credits roll.
Well, Cuphead gambled with the devil. Thought he'd win a hefty purse. Mugman came along to help him. Things they just got worse.
that's all there is? There isn't anymore. Or is there?
Chalice make a deal as a team.
This match will get red hot. You're up.
Booyah! Yeah, I already read all this, so I'm not going to read it all again. Yay, I got perfect in all levels. The end. I don't think I unlocked anything, though. Well, now I'm going to just look at expert. Because I know for a fact I can't be expert. I mean, I'm not gonna break my neck trying to. Yeah. Let's see what experts like.
Here's a real high-class cup. Take it on.
So far, it's normal. I'm just going to continue, even while getting hit. I want to see. I want to see if I can get past a couple stages here next. I never understand parry. Sometimes it rockets me up, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it knocks me down. I'm gonna have to get past this section without getting hit. Oh, come on.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
What the hell?
Good day or a
Okay, I'm gonna pause it till I get to the next section. Alright, let's see what this section is like. Seems like before. Oh, come on. I literally slipped off the damn thing. Oh! God damn! You know what? I think I could actually beat this. This is my last attempt at expert for this video. Oh, come on! I don't understand why he slips off those platforms. By the way, the casino chips don't fall down on the same area twice in a row. I'm holding up and he's running to the left and right. That is unfucking believable. Oh, I want to see the final transformation. Okay, one more. I mean, seriously, fuck this fucking game. I don't know. Of course, this is expert. But there's so many things in this game that are just artificial difficulty. Trying one more time. I want to see the final transformation here. Alright, let's see if this will work. Oh, fuck you. Damn. Again, right before the final transformation. Oh, come on. Well, I mean, I guess that's his final transformation anyway. I mean, if that's his final transformation anyway, then, I mean, I beat the game. Well, let's see if you see me beat the game on expert or not. I'm gonna pause it, and I'm just gonna see how far I go. I thought that there was some other transformation I saw once. I guess it wasn't the devil. Huh. Alright. Well, I did even worse on that attempt. I think I'm going to stop at expert. I mean, I beat the game in the way that I wanted to beat it. Perfect for regular. I don't think there's a reason to play perfect for expert. I mean, or even, I wasn't even trying perfect for expert. I was just trying to beat it. I'm getting really tired. It's 1 a.m. I mean, is there... I think I'm done with Cuphead for a while. I mean, I had a lot of fun with it, but, and I do have the DLC. I'm not sure if I'm going to play the DLC just yet. I mean, this is fun. I did have fun. I mean, Expert, what do you get with Expert? You already saw the ending. I unlocked Expert. In general, I mean, I think this is a very fun game. There are problems I have with randomness. I mean, I get the justification. Let's see here. I'm not going to try that on Expert. That's actually hard. The Toad fight is actually pretty hard. Like, almost all the boss fights are around the same level of difficulty, right? Look, I beat the tutorial level, something that one video game reviewer couldn't get. I'm so proud that you boys helped save everyone from evil. If I didn't know better though, I'd say you're still looking for another scrap. Well, who am I to stop you from becoming a true expert? It'd be quite an achievement to repeat your triumph over the devil. Yeah, it would. I might beat it on expert someday. Not today. And I want to play Ghostbusters, so I think this is going to be the last Cuphead video for a while. I mean, I did enjoy it. Let's see if I can beat Botanic. Let's see here.
Good day for a well battle. And begin.
Haha!
Here's a real high-class bout.
That's that.
Now go.
Holy crap.
A
I'm pretty sure this is harder on expert than the devil. Look at this! Look at this! I can't even beat this! I can't even dodge them! Oh my god! I can't. This is harder than the devil! This is, look at this! Oh my god! The devil's a lot easier than this. My god. I can't even do this. Oh. Oh my god. There we go. Dude, look at that. I can't even. My god. You know what? Maybe I should get the roundabout. Look at that. Oh, he alternates the speed. Oh, amazing. Oh, there I get hit. Come on. I'm down to 1 hit point. Oh my god. This is literally harder than the devil right now. Well, this guy's easier. That potato guy wasn't. Oh my god. That potato guy was really tough. My God, that was tougher than the devil. That one phase. The only reason that was a little bit easier was because A minus. Yeah, you know, I'm going to go try again. I'm going to see if I can beat it. Oh, that's what you get. You get a little gold mug on it for expert. Let me see if I can beat this guy.
Good day or well battle. Now go.
Carrot guy. Come on, carrot guy. Oh! I'm gonna beat this on expert. I'm gonna beat perfect on this. And I think it's my last thing for a while. There we go. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. Special 1 hour special. Oh, come on. Why wasn't that carrot getting destroyed?
Here goes. A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
I need to get 3 parries. And I know you can't parry on the carrot.
Here's a real high-class bout. Now go.
Now I can't even beat this. This first guy really is more difficult than the devil.
Here's a real high-class bout.
Which is weird to say. This game really has a plateau in terms of gaming difficulty. It doesn't have a sliding difficulty, really. I mean, the most difficult guy is close to the end, but that's about it. Oh, come on.
This match will get red hot. You're up.
See how long it takes for me to beat this. My chair just started twirling without me wanting it to.
A brawl is surely brewing.
I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this first boss. Maybe something's wrong with me mentally, but I do think that this first boss is a lot more difficult than the devil. At least this potato. Onion is really easy. Carrot's pretty easy. I just need to stop getting hit like an idiot. Oh, I moved.
Good day for a
And my hand slipped on my controller, so maybe that was the Oh, come on. He should have been
brawl is
dead
surely
by
brewing.
then.
And begin.
Oh, come on. I need to get 3 parries. So that means I gotta get one of these parries. I gotta get his one tier up on the right hand side. There we go. Oh!
Here's a real high-class bout. You're up. A great slam and then some. Here goes.
He almost got me with that one. If the potato lasted longer, it would be way too difficult. Oh, come on.
A brawl is surely brewing. And begin.
dodge. Why did I not dodge it correctly before? There we go. Oh,
Here's a
I should have popped the EX.
You're up.
What the hell? My hand slipped, I hit the wrong button. Damn.
Now go.
I jumped.
Good day
We
or
still got that one hit on me.
now go. This match will be
Carrot would
red
not
hot.
die.
You're up.
Oh, I jumped over it. I should have jumped over it. I should have parried it. That was a bad sequence from the very start.
A brawl is surely brewing. You're up.
There we go. There we go. Bonus win. S rank. Well, S-rank. And I declare that potato is harder than the devil. Just you got more of the devil than you do of the potato. Oh, look at that S-rank. That's nice. Now I get it. And I know a lot of coins. I bet that 2 heart thing would help me get perfects on the devil, but who knows. So, I had fun. I think that's it. I have no real desire to do any more Cuphead for a while. I want to play Ghostbusters. I want to have some fun with that. I will come back to Cuphead at some point. If I do beat the game on Expert, I think I've proven that Expert is just faster. I think it's 10% faster. I didn't notice any difference in damage. Hit points, maybe like 10% faster, 10% more hit points. I think that's... You know, the attacks are about 10% faster and you get 10% more hit points, but then again, you also get 10% more parries. You know, so if it's faster, you also get more parries from the attacks. I bet that Robocall is impossible to beat, which is why I have no desire to beat this game on perfect for expert. I think I've had some fun. In terms of the devil, I believe that it's pretty clear that the devil's pattern is really easy. So when he first stage, when he gets ready to punch you or slap you together, right? Wait until the arms disappear off screen, and then you have a split second to jump up and dash toward the middle. Or if you're in the middle, just lightly dash off to the side. He'll slap right underneath you. Try to avoid the imps for the most part, and focus all your damage on the devil. You know, jump over the imps. As you saw, there is a random occurrence where the devil will, when he chomps at you with his dragon neck and head, if the imps come rushing from the opposite side of the screen, they'll tend to hit you. And there's no real way to stop that. The only time they didn't hit me, you know, because if you jump up, they don't run fast enough to run underneath your jump. Even if you jump up and dash toward the left. On Expert, though, they ran fast enough to run underneath me when I jumped. So that was interesting. Expert actually made that encounter easier. Obviously, the whirling flames that follow you, you have to try and lead them to one side of the screen, then slap the middle, then run to the other side of the screen, and wait until they're as close to the edge as possible before you run through them. Otherwise, they'll chase you back a third time. They will definitely chase you 2 times. With the with the balls, they're pretty easy, bouncy balls. Try to stay in the middle. Every time I went outside of them, they hit me. If you stay in the middle, they seem to go in the opposite direction in the middle. So, you know, it makes you want to do the opposite of what you're doing. Be careful of the parry when, like, the 8 or 12, however many his flames spawn. Maybe it's 9. So when the 9 flames spawn, you know, in the center, you got to be careful on where you parry that one. Because that one, he would parry me, and it was like a 50-50 chance of him, the parry boosting me all the way up to the top and into another flame, or knocking me down. So that was kind of difficult. But the flames attack you where your last position is recorded right before they launch. So you can manipulate where they launch. It's not random at all. It looked like it was random, but it wasn't. It was where I was standing, or where I was when I was in the middle of a jump, that the flame would fire off to hit me. You have to have great timing, though. Otherwise, they'll go after you in a location where you don't want them to go. Of course, when you go down to hit him second time. So damage carries over from one phase to another on the devil, by the way. So when you drop down into the depths of hell, make sure that you how do I put this? Every time the poker chip falls, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Every time the poker chip falls, it doesn't fall on the same platform twice in a row. So you can always jump back to that platform. In fact, it tends not to fall on the same platform until after it's fallen on two other platforms. Tends to, not always, tends to. So with the axe, when he spawns the axe, just lightly move back and forth. Don't let the axe chase you because it'll wind up hitting you. Just lightly move back and forth on that one platform. Think of each little mini phase as its own encounter. When the bomb spawns, make sure you jump right into the bomb. When he starts turning his head, jump over to the section where the bomb's going to appear. Worst case scenario is a poker chip falls on you in the same place that the bomb appears. That happened to me a couple times. I don't think I got on record, and it just smacked me. Tracer bullets do not seem to be good with the devil on the second one. That's why I was using spread. Spread seemed to get all the extra adds, like the bats and everything else. The bats and skulls, I mean, you follow the same. You take away the axe, you take away the bombs, and what you have is the poker chips, the skull spitters, and the bats. And those don't seem to have a pattern. They do seem to be a little bit irregular, a little random, not too random. And of course, in the final battle, poker chip is only going to fall in the middle of the screen. You have to guess when is the right time to hit a tear that comes out of his eye. I don't think the devil is that hard. There's like 3 or 4 main phases to the devil, and each one has 4 different elements. Now that's difficult in learning and recognizing the patterns for the 4 different elements, but each element, it's actually kind of an easy element to avoid, although RNG might screw you. He's not as easy as King Dice. He's nowhere near as hard as Robocall. So if I were to say on level of difficulty, Robocall, everyone's right, Robocall is a difficulty of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. I don't even think the devil's a difficulty of 9. Because as you saw, I've beaten him like 5 times so far. 4 or 5 times as of now. I did record all the times that I beat him, by the way. Oh no, you know what? Maybe there was one time I beat him. One time I beat him and I had it on pause. But it was after the first time I beat him. First time I beat him, I actually got that on record. I just accidentally paused it before it got to the storybook. Devil's like an 8. Maybe a 7.5 out of 10. I mean, Expert Devil, maybe 8.5 out of 10. Expert Devil doesn't really add that much difficulty. That's kind of interesting, I think. I mean, he's a little bit faster, but the pattern is the same. And because he's faster, you actually kill him a little bit faster. If you notice, when I killed the devil the first time, he was like 2 minutes and something. When I beat him toward the end, when I beat him on perfect, it was 1 minute 58 seconds. And I almost beat the devil on expert. I was like 2 shots away before I got hit again. I'm pretty sure it would have been like 1 minute 45. So the speed of the boss actually seems to increase the damage that you output. And I think it increases the damage speed that you output because you have more parries per second or per minute. So that's interesting. King Dice is a difficulty of 7 to 7.5. 2 phases of King Dice are difficulty of 3 out of 10. I mean, those booze bottles, they are not difficult at all. They're actually easier than the potato phase of the garden catastrophe or whatever it is, botanic panic. The phase with the drinks is definitely easier than the potato. Um, Way easier than the carrot. But I think King Dice in general, because of the jumping mechanic, is definitely off in this game. Um, so in general, I think he's a 7.5 out of 10, because you do have to make sure you get the right rolls and everything. You know, the undead horse, the horse racing, that's really easy. Well, I mean, at first I thought it was super hard, and then I figured out you just have to watch out for the horse with the pale blue cloak, and you watch out for the present, and that's literally it. And that horse with the pale blue cloak, he does not spawn that often. So you're usually just sitting there, just firing at him. Monkey is kind of hard, but when you take a screenshot of the cards in the monkey, it's not that bad, you know. And if you position the monkey so he stalls out and reveals himself, you get like 3 extra seconds of pounding him for free with your weapon. So he is kind of hard. I think he's like a 5 or 6 out of 10. The monkey, the horse, my God, I think that's another 3 out of 10. So the horse and the booze, those are between 3 and 4 out of 10. The cigar, however, is very difficult. I think there's no way to beat him without getting hit. So, you know, I think some bosses are made for 2 players. I think they really are. So, yeah, the mermaid's like 8.5 out of 10 to 9 out of 10. Um, yeah, I don't see why people think that this game is super hard, because as you could tell, I'm beating the game on perfect, right? So I can't even get hit once. And yet, even then, I mean, given all of the bosses, it didn't take that long for me to beat this game. I mean, I've had it for a couple months. Um, it's like one big boss rush. I don't think it's that hard. I actually, it is difficult. It is difficult. It's not as hard as Contra. Um, Maybe one boss is. I think that I've had more difficulty with Metroid than with this game in general. So, my overall view of Cuphead, um, games that I have played which are more difficult. Now, don't I want to stress here. Difficulty is not the same thing as something that takes a long time to beat. Final Fantasy VII, I spent 120 hours in Final Fantasy VII. Some bosses in Final Fantasy VII, a handful, are extremely difficult. Unless you, I mean, even if you have the tips on how to beat them, uh, they are difficult. Ruby weapon, Emerald weapon is very difficult. Um, I think that Emerald weapon is, even when you know how to beat Emerald weapon, it's still hard, because you have to make sure things pop off in the right order. You have to do a lot of preparation for it. I think Emerald weapon is easily 9.5 out of 10 to 10 out of 10 for difficulty. And I know speedrunners have ways of glitching through things. I don't care what a speedrunner does. However, the overall difficulty of Final Fantasy VII, I mean, you know, obviously depending on how you play a role-playing game, the difficulty can range. Final Fantasy VII has a decent range of difficulty, but the average difficulty for Final Fantasy VII, I think, is 5, maybe 6 out of 10. Cuphead, let's say you're not going for perfect. Cuphead's maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10. Um, Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers. That's 7 out of 10. I mean, that's a difficult game. Not everybody's beaten Mario Brothers. It is a difficult game. And people think, oh, well, it's for kids. Yeah, but it was a pain in the ass. Ninja Gaiden, 11 out of 10. Okay? That game is an 11 out of 10. And yeah, I'm breaking the scale here. So Cuphead, it's if you're just playing to have fun, you can beat the game on regular, especially with a friend, pretty easily. If you don't care about how many times you get hit, then that's all right. You know. I mean, it's pretty damn easy. 6 out of 10. You don't need to get a perfect to unlock the specials in this game. You really don't. Am I going to do a pacifist run? I might. I would definitely get the heart power up to do a pacifist run, because I'm definitely going to be taking damage. There's no way to get it perfect in a pacifist run and not take damage, from what I gather. What other games can I compare this to? Metroid. I mean, I think that's a decent 7.5 to 8 out of 10. The original Metroid is pretty damn difficult. It's just short. Yeah, you can beat Metroid, and you're encouraged to beat Metroid in under 45 minutes, in under a half an hour, right? But you gotta get it down to a science, and that is really damn difficult to do. And even if you spend 5 hours playing Metroid, it's still a very hard game. Now, Cuphead, I've played how many hours of Cuphead? Probably about, let's see here. I've played 100 and, well, actually, it's probably close to 90 hours on record for Cuphead. You've watched probably 30 or 40 hours. And that's because look at how many bosses Cuphead has, right? I've spent several 2 to 3 hours, maybe 5 hours on each boss. Average. That's just because there are a lot of bosses, right? And I beat it on simple. I beat it on regular. Beat one on expert. And I went around, running around, looking at different things. Played the run and guns. So I spent a good amount of time. I enjoyed Cuphead. I got a lot of enjoyment out of this. And I'm always thankful for my friend who bought this for me. Thank you. Thank you, man. So there are a lot of things to do in Cuphead. Metroid is a lot smaller in terms of game scope. You only have like 5 bosses. You don't have 50. And the first time I played Metroid, I wasted 8 hours until I finally got until I finally got the Nintendo Power, right? The walkthrough for it. I only just recently beat the first Metroid, by the way. It was about 10 years ago. I say recently. 10 years ago. I think it's the first time I beat the first Metroid. Maybe a little bit more. But it's so difficult, you have to have a walkthrough for it, right? They hide things, you have to look for them. And so that's why, even though you could beat Metroid quicker than you can beat Cuphead, unless you're a speedrunner, I think that Metroid is a more difficult game. So a lot of the difficulty that people ascribe to Cuphead is like the meta game. You know, it's all talk. It's all bullshit. So if you feel like Oh man, I saw how long it took for you to beat the boss. Maybe it's too difficult. Everybody says it's a super hard game. Trust me, it's really not. Um, it would be like the way I played Cuphead. I played it on second to hardest difficulty. I want a perfect a no hit run to get that perfect, that sweet, sweet perfect for regular. There are people who get no hit runs perfects on expert, right? There are people who play Kaizo in Super Mario Maker. Does that mean that you shouldn't play Super Mario Maker? Hell no. Play Super Mario Maker. Enjoy normal mode. You know, you don't have to play expert. You can play normal levels. That's awesome. Play easy levels. That's awesome. Make your own level. You know, Cuphead, you do need to play on regular in order to beat the game, but you could take a lot of hits. You know, now Cuphead has a difficulty in that you can't restore health, but if you're playing two-player, you can revive your best friend. So Cuphead is saying, listen, if you want to play single player, okay, but this is a buddy game. Grab a buddy, play, have fun. And if you have a buddy, you have unlimited health. Essentially is what it is. You have unlimited health. So if you have a buddy and you want to play Cuphead, it's going to be substantially easier. You're probably a 4 out of 10. You'll get hit a lot. You might get knocked out a lot. You and your buddy can slap each other awake. And you have unlimited health and you're having fun. Chelsea and the Seven Devils, aka Buddy Must Die, is a much, much, much more difficult game. It's Ninja Gaiden level. It's like 10.5 out of 10. Expert mode, no hit for Cuphead. Yeah, you single player. Yeah, expert mode, no hit for Cuphead. Yeah, you're looking at 10 out of 10 or 11 out of 10, just because of robocall. You know, Doctor Call's a robot, right? But you don't have to play that. This game doesn't even give you that many. I thought it gave you like super bonus for getting a no hit perfect. Nah, it just unlocks expert mode. You get a little trophy. That's what you get. You still beat the game. You still get the best ending, even if you get hit. Even if you get hit, you still get the best ending. So that's my verdict. Cuphead, if you're playing two-player on regular, 4 out of 10. You're going to get hit a lot. You're going to die a lot, but you're going to beat the game. And it's going to be fun. Single player, no hit run, what I just did for perfect on regular, 7.5 to 8.5 out of 10. That's what I say. Dr. Call's robot, robocall, that's 10 out of 10 get difficulty if you're trying not to get hit. You don't need to play the way I do. Play the way you do. Don't listen to people say it's a hard game. Sure, it's kind of difficult. Guarantee you. Altered Beast is way harder. There are no health pickups. And, I mean, if you die and you're on two-player, the bosses are that much more difficult. It took me 6 months to be Altered Beast when I got my Genesis. And that was with my friend. Took me another 4 months before I figured out how to beat it on my own. Single player. That game is much harder than Cuphead. And it's shorter, too. Shorter. All the hours I logged into Altered Beast, my god, easily 300 hours. Easily. That game was hard. People, when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, oh, that game's hard. Yeah, let's try it. Now, oh, that game's hard. You should make it easier. People have allowed mental blocks to stop them from having fun with games. You don't have to beat every game to have fun. You don't need to be perfect in every game to beat it. You really don't. I think there are too many games out there that ruined expectations by saying, you have to be perfect or you're not getting the ending. The true ending. I hate that mentality. I really, really hate that mentality. Uh, so yeah, play Cuphead. Enjoy it for what it is. Don't try to do what I did unless you want to. If you want a game that's just fun, why can't I just have fun playing a game? You can. Cuphead says, yeah, you can. Well, what if I don't get perfect? Cuphead says, that doesn't matter. You're still getting the best ending. You know, nobody has to be perfect. Dear God, Cuphead and Mugman in the cartoon, they're getting their butts kicked all the time. They definitely wouldn't have beaten this game on perfect. So you don't have to either. Really? Yeah, really. That's my view of Cuphead. So yeah, people need to differentiate the urban legend from reality. Urban legend, Cuphead is one of the hardest games ever. Reality, Cuphead is only one of the hardest games ever if you don't ever want to get hit and you're running it on expert. Mega Man 2, difficulty level 11. Right? Unless you're playing Japanese version, in which case you get an easy version. You get an easy mode. Dear God. Ghouls and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts. Ghosts and Goblins. Two of them are video games, one of them isn't. And those two are sequels. Gargoyle's Quest. Dear God, those are even worse than Ninja Gaiden. Easy, because you have to beat it without losing the silver dagger, if I remember correctly, while having a shield, and you have to beat Satan twice. And the second time through, what is it? You can't even get hit once in one area. Dear God, that's difficulty level 15 out of 10. I've rarely seen people beat that. So, yeah, don't let other people dictate to you what's more difficult and how you should play. Don't let them do that. So I've talked for 20 minutes about difficulty, about tips on how to beat this game. The only reason why you saw me retry so much is because I didn't want to get hit once. If I didn't care about getting hit, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have taken me nearly as long to beat this game. So I hope I haven't contributed to the myth that this game is ultra difficult. I don't want you to think that. I chose to play it in a difficult way. You choose to play it in the way you want to play it, in a way you want to have fun. So compare this to Jump Jet Rex. There are like 4 bosses in Cuphead that I don't like. Robocall, he's really, really difficult. But the difficulty of Robocall isn't why I don't like it. It's the type of difficulty with Robocall. And Robocall's type of difficulty is like 100% RNG. I just don't like that. I know this is a game about 2 brothers who get caught up gambling. It's all about RNG, but if you remember the story correctly, King Dice rigged the dice. So it wasn't even RNG that caused the boys to lose their souls in a soul contract. So, yeah. I don't like artificial difficulty. Even when I'm playing poker, craps. That's why I don't play craps. That's why I don't like a lot of dice games. Sometimes random is fine. Uno, random is fine, but you also have strategy. The game of Sorry is fine because it has random, has dice rolls. But, God, I think they overdid it on a couple of those bosses. And then, of course, one of the levels, the dock level, uh, like all of the bugs associated with clipping through things, falling through, clipping planes, random. Those fish are so random in ways where it ruined the enjoyment of the level. Because the bugs screwed me over, and other things screwed me over. Um, and it's like three specific bugs all converged at once on that level. And that's out of how many levels? I mean, what are there? 50 levels? 40 some levels? And I don't like four of them, four or five of them. I think this game is stellar. Jump Jet Rex had about similar, except all of the levels I didn't like were at the very end of the game. And that was lame. That was lame. But Jump Jet Rex is a very fun game. I love that game. I love this game. And I hope that you give these games a try. That's why I'm playing them. I want to share them. Uh, I don't think I'll ever play Jump Jet Rex all the way through ever again. But I might play some earlier levels just to collect things and have fun. And like I said, this is going to be a break from me for Cuphead for a while. And I hope you have a good day. Love y'all. Take care.